This is your biology class and we have started our lesson 4. Today we are going to continue our lesson 4, the human body respiratory system. In our last class we have studied about respiration, external and internal. In respiration we have studied about breathing and respiration. So respiration, oxidation of glucose takes place to release energy, carbon dioxide and water, that is respiration. So today we will study about respiratory system in human beings. Respiratory system in human beings. Look at the organs of the respiratory system, that is nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, bronchi, alveoli, diaphragm, bronchi, lungs, trachea, all these organs are of respiratory system. In human beings, respiration is carried out by the respiratory system. It consists of respiratory organs such as nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, and lungs. These organs are involved in external respiration or breathing. These all organs such as nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus and lungs, they are the external respiration or breathing. They all involved in external respiration or breathing. Now we start from nose. The nose consists of a pair of nostrils. You know, we have that pair of nostrils, the two nostrils open into nasal cavity. So the nasal cavity is lined with hair and a mucus. The nasal cavity is lined with hair. You all could have seen that hair in your nose and mucus layer. Mucus is that skin which is in pinkish color in your nose, that is mucus. The mucus layer secretes a sticky fluid called mucus. So it has sticky fluid that is called as mucus. The hair and the mucus trap dust particles and germs. So the hair and mucus which is present in our nose, it traps the dust particles so that dust particles could not enter in your body, in your lungs. Air also becomes warm and moist as it enters the nasal cavity. When air goes in your nasal cavity, it becomes warm and moist. Now next is pharynx and larynx. What is pharynx? The pharynx is a common passage for both food and air. You can see here on your neck side there is pharynx and it is a common passage, a common box which is for the food and air. The pharynx leads to the larynx. After pharynx you get larynx, it leads to larynx. It is a rectangular chamber. It is in rectangular shape. There are folds of ligaments called vocal cords. So there are folds of ligaments and that is said to be vocal cords. In the larynx, as the air passes over the cords, they vibrate and produce sound. As when the air passes over the cords, they vibrate and the sound which you are producing, that you can do. The larynx is also called voice box and larynx is also said to be voice box that you can touch and find in your neck. So that is your voice box and that is said to be larynx. Now next is trachea. Trachea is also known as windpipe. The larynx leads into the trachea or windpipe. The trachea is a muscular tube. It is made of muscles. Muscular tube means made of muscles. There are C-shaped cartilaginous rings on the trachea to prevent its collapse. So you can see in that diagram that it is a C shape. It looks like C, alphabet C, and this cartilaginous rings on the trachea to prevent its collapse. It is why it is there, to prevent it with collapse. The opening of windpipe is guarded by a flap called epiglottis. The opening of windpipe. You know children, where is the windpipe? Windpipe is also known as trachea. So the opening portion of that windpipe is guided by a flap called epiglottis. At the time of swallowing of food, when you swallow your food, the epiglottis closes the opening and prevents food from entering the windpipe. So epiglottis closes that opening so that food will not enter in your windpipe. This trachea divides into two branches in the chest region. So this trachea is divided into two branches. The two branches of trachea are known as bronchi, that is singular, and bronchus. Singular is bronchus. The two branches of trachea, you can see two branches are there, no? So are known as bronchi. And if we see the singular word for that bronchi is bronchus. Singular is bronchus. Each bronchus enters the lung on its respective side. So each bronchus enter the lungs. There is your lungs, no? So two pairs are there, two bronchi is there. So each enters the two lungs on its respective side and divides into smaller branches called bronchioles. That small branches you can see, no? Bronchi, I told the two branches of trachea are known as bronchi. These two branches are known as bronchi. Okay, and single, if one we have to call, we can call bronchus. Each bronchus enters the lungs. You can see there is your lungs also, no? So each bronchus enters the lung on its respective side, on their side, and divides into small branches. That small branches that you can find here in bronchi, that is known as bronchioles. That is known as bronchioles. Alveoli. The bronchioles open into thin air sacs called alveolar sac. Each alveolar sac is made up of a cluster of thin-walled balloon-like structures called alveoli, that you can see in the diagram, that where alveolar sac is written. So it is bag-like structure. Sac means like a bag and it looks like balloon. So that is made up of cluster of thin walled. It is made of cluster of thin walled and it looks like balloon. Alveoli have moist wall. Its wall is moist and are richly supplied with blood capillaries. This makes diffusion of gases easy because it is moist and it is richly supplied with blood capillaries, so it makes gases diffusion easily. Now next is lungs. There are two lungs located in the chest that you can see in the diagram. We have two lungs. The lungs are spongy organ. Lungs are spongy like a sponge. The left lung has two lobes. You can see that left side of the lung, it has two lobes. One minor crack is there, so it is dividing the lobes. While the right lung is divided into three lobes. Right hand side where that lung is written, so it has three lobes that you can see in the diagram, 1 2 3, where arrow is there, that is the middle lobe. So the lung encloses the bronchi and bronchioles and the alveoli. So in that lungs, bronchi is there, bronchioles is there, and alveoli is there. The lungs are covered by a pair of membranes called the pleural membranes. The space between two membranes is filled with a fluid called pleural fluid. So the space between the two membranes, the lungs are covered by a pair of membranes. These lungs are covered by the membranes and that membranes are called as pleural membranes, and the space between two membranes is filled with a fluid called pleural fluid. Next we have to study about passage of air during breathing. Passage of air during breathing. As we have studied till now, that air enters the human body through the nose. You can see there is nasal cavity, so there is our nose, and air enters in our body through the nose, that is nostrils. The dust particles and germs are trapped by the hair and mucus present in the nasal passage. So we all have known that hair and mucus is present in our nasal passage. Mucus is what, children? That inside your nose, that skin is there, no, pinkish skin, that is fluid, that is sticky type of. So that is said to be mucus. So what is the function of that? Its function is to trap, to catch the germs which is present in the air, so that it will not enter in your body. So the mucus, it sticks that germ, and here it traps the germs, so it remains out only. From the nose the air enters the pharynx. The lower part of the pharynx leads to larynx or the voice box. From the larynx the air enters the trachea or the windpipe. You can see in the diagram pharynx, larynx, trachea. So what happened? From the nose the air enters the pharynx, then the lower part of the pharynx leads to larynx or the voice box. Larynx is also known as voice box. From the larynx the air enters the trachea or the windpipe. Trachea is divided into two branches called bronchi. You can see this trachea. Look the diagram carefully, children. So trachea is divided into two branches and it is said to be bronchi. Each bronchus divides again and again into finer and smaller branches. You can see that bronchi is there. Then bronchi is also divided into the smaller branches, and that branches is said to be bronchilus. Bronchilus. The air from bronchi and bronchilus finally reaches the air sac or alveoli. Each lung has million of air sacs. Our each lung means two lungs we have, no. So each lung has million of air sacs. These are thin walled and richly supplied with blood capillaries. These air sacs are thin walled and it is richly supplied with blood capillaries, which make diffusion of gases easy. The pathway of passage of air till it reaches the lungs is said now. So it is given in the flowchart also, which is given in your book. As I have told, flowchart is like that. The air first goes in nose, then pharynx, then larynx, then trachea, bronchi, bronchilus. At last it goes in the lungs. Okay. So here we are going to complete this topic. Next topic we will study in our next class. So children, if you have any doubt regarding this topic,